do not want favorable treatment. We want fair treatment. If others are paying 2%, let's pay 2%. We shouldn't be paying 14%, right? So I think it's just fair. Number two, we're saying for countries that are almost in debt distress, 52 countries, Secretary General of UN said yesterday, 52 countries representing 3.4 billion people are either high risk or moderate risk in debt distress. We need to pull back these countries. We need a mechanism that pulls back these countries. We have suggested that, number one, let us do a longer term tenure of their sovereign debts. Let us put in there a grace period, 5, 10 years. This will give them a breather because it is no longer possible to do development without doing climate action, because those are one and the same going forward. And finally, is the biggest elephant in the room. Two aspects. We have said that it is now time for us to leverage on the balance sheets of the multilateral development banks, create additional concessional resources, $500 billion, it's possible. Let's look at liquidity challenges. How do we go for another SDR facility? We went for it during COVID. Why can't we go for it to deal with debt distress and to deal with climate action?
What do you need to create the housing for your people? And the same time, this new housing, maybe close to jobs, is created. What is that challenge? And what is your administration focused on that area?
Three things. Cost of land, cost of finance, and cost of mortgage. Those are the three things we need to sort out. How did we, and I agree with you 100%. In Kenya, for example, we have 1,400 informal settlements in the country. We have 7 million people living in informal settlements without water, without electricity, without basic services. Therefore, and yet, although that is a problem, we want to flip it and create an opportunity out of it. How do we do that? I had a big struggle, but I managed to persuade the people of Kenya that we need a housing levy that is going to raise resources, that is going to give us leverage to provide resources for financing development, but more importantly, resources for offtake using mortgage.